Hey guys, we are back for another video. Well, I got some more information on this Jamal Bryant and his engagement to his new fiance. Now, allegedly, there is another child out here. Is this the reason that he proposed to the woman that he had allegedly been messing around with in the church for years? Allegedly, not only was he messing around with her, there were numerous of other women and a love child. So we're gonna jump into this video rather quickly, guys, because it gets very deep and very interesting. But before we jump into this video, I do need you guys to make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed to the channel, I do need you to make sure you enable your bell notification so you do not miss out when a video is uploaded or when I go live.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now.
I hope
Yes.
everybody is having a good day today. I've been working like usual. Let's kind of talk about this situation with Jamal Bryant and his new fiance. Now, this video is not so much about her. I really believe that she is a innocent casualty of war. And about time I'm done with this video, y'all gonna understand what I mean when I say she's an innocent casualty of war. This video is more so about Jamal Bryant. We have all heard those stories about him. You know, they've been saying forever that he been swinging his dingaling everywhere. Now, I didn't say this. I didn't make it up. We've all heard these stories. And not only have we heard these stories, his ex-wife, y'all remember Messy Jazelle from Real Housewives of Potomac, she told us that he was messing around with everybody. In fact, her exact words was that he is a cheater, pumpkin eater. Y'all remember that? Those were her exact words. Well, I wanted to do this video because when I did my original video, I kept it pretty easy. I just talked about the news. But let's get into what's really going on. Again, we can talk about the alleged everything, but what we know for certain is that he claims that he has 5 children. There's a video out there somewhere where he claims that he has 5 children. Now, let's just say allegedly, right? Because y'all know how people are when they're exposed, they get upset. But he claims he has 5 children. Well, somebody else who is a little connected to him and know a little bit more about him is saying that he actually has another child. And what I want to do, because I have heard the stories about Jamal Bryant, and again, he's just not a pastor that I would have for myself or that I would want. For me, being a mother of 3 children with one father, I wouldn't dare want a pastor that had multiple children by multiple women. And I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, well, God forgives." This is not about a God, God forgiving. This is about what I would want for myself. So let's jump into this video because I want to share you guys some information that I just happened to stumble across. And it's a little messy, but I believe I believe it's true. So let's jump into this video, y'all, because we need to discuss this. A pastor running around here sleeping with the people in the congregation. And this is what we've heard and been hearing about this pastor. And I did a video sometime in January. And, you know, let's just get into it, y'all. Let's get into it.
Jamal Harrison Bryant, it was in a positive light. Him and every last one of the preachers from the show. I can't remember everybody's name, but I remember Jamal Harrison Bryant, E. Dewey Smith, John Gray. I'm missing somebody. The guy that had his hair was like curly. and I think he was from North Carolina. But I really didn't cover him because I didn't know who he was. But everybody else I talked about positively. I thought the show was a bright idea. I thought it was needful, and I covered it in 2016 and 17. And then as time went along, following Will McCrae's platform and a few other people's platform, I began to find out some things that, in my opinion, were disappointing to me. Larry, what was it? It was their humanity, not just their humanity, but the decisions that they made surrounding their humanity. I found offensive and deplorable and disappointing because I am a father. In addition to being a spiritual father, I have two beautiful, lovely daughters. So this show, I praised all of these people. Then I found out that Jamal Harrison Bryant was one of the people that would end up being the new pastor of New Birth. Now I had some commentary around that, and this was my commentary. My commentary was, I think it's a great idea because he's popular. I think it's a great idea because he's into advocacy and activism. And whoever holds New Birth Church is going to have to be a big personality with some measure of influence because Bishop Eddie Long was big shoes to fill. I didn't even go into Jamal Harrison Bryant's not so great commentary online about Bishop Eddie Long, even after his passing. I just shelved that and just focused on who should take over this church. And I thought that Jamal Harrison Bryant was a good candidate. However, I expressed pause and I expressed caution. And I made up a song out the blue. God bless his soul, but his pain is out of control. Y'all remember that? God bless his soul, but his pain is out of control.
Okay, guys. So for the ones of you that may not understood what he said, God bless his soul because his pain is out of control. Now let me break it down for the people who, may try to play dumb because this your pastor and you want to act like you don't know what he's talking about. He said, God bless his soul, but the man can't control his penis is what he's talking about. So again, I'm not doing this video out of my own volition or I'm, angry or I don't like, this pastor. I'm doing this video because things like this need to stop. You guys, I believe in God and all of that great stuff, but y'all got to stop being stupid. Y'all is worshiping a man who is out here doing more dirt than you're doing. Like you are looking up to a man who's allegedly out here screwing the people in the church. And not one or two, allegedly he's screwing a lot of y'all. Probably some of y'all watching this video today. So let's finish watching it. I wanted to get into Larry Reid's video because if anybody know Larry Reid, he has a special connection to churches. So he would have information that I wouldn't have. But I wanted to point that out because some of y'all gonna be trying to, make excuses for your pastor out screwing the people in the church. Okay, so let's finish. Let's get back into the video.
You remember that? And I went on and on and on and on. And I said, Lord, we got to pray because that pain is just reckless. Reckless pain. And I said, they don't need another scandal. They don't need to go through this. And the more the people is fragile, they done been through it. If you remember it, put it in the chat that I remember that. Yeah. So that was pretty much the only shady thing that I said. Oh, then later on, he kept going viral because he was taking these movies and whatever was happening in our world and making sermons out of it. And I began to say, Jamal, you're looking sort of clout chaser-ish. And then we found out, that that's basically one of the things he decided to do to sort of keep the attention and the draw that was happening at New Birth, trying to rebuild the church. Fine. I don't like it, but people love it. Have your way, Jamal. Then there was a situation with Jazelle on a very popular show called The Real Housewives of Potomac. And because of her making enemies there, one of the young ladies, I think her name was Candace, brought a binder. And in this binder, it was.
Now, I just wanted to stop it right there. If you guys watch or have watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, he says Candace brought the binder. Well, all of us who watched the show know that it was Monique. If you guys remember, and I want to take you back to this particular reunion, Monique brought a binder to the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. And in that binder, she had a section dedicated to Messy Jazelle and her ex-husband. If you guys recall, during that time, Jazelle was saying that her and her ex-husband were working on getting back together. It was at that reunion that Monique brought that binder. And in that binder, she said she had information that her ex-husband, which is Jamal Bryant, was slanging his thing all throughout the church. Now that she said it, this is what she said. So I just want to bring this back to you guys' mind for those of you who may have forgotten.
Was all of the communication that Jamal was having with all these different people. And while Jazelle is sort of running down other people's relationships, this girl took a long moment, and it was historical in the Real Housewives franchise, and read Jazelle and Jamal, and basically through him having, oh, her name was Monique. Hold on a minute. Kendra, I don't need your interruptions today because it's the last minute. So if you're going to interrupt when I'm pausing. Don't be jumping in there like that. You'll be throw me off. So anyway, it was Monique. So she brought a binder and she read Jazelle. And this is when we begin to see all these viral clips. Right around there was a YouTuber, a big guy, I can't remember his name, but he began to talk about there is a baby that Jamal has had. And he said that the baby was in Atlanta and a part of the church. Well,
Okay, just stopping the video again. If you guys recall, when I started the video, I said that allegedly he has a child that he has not claimed. Now, this is the child that I'm talking about. So Larry Reid know who this woman is. Like I stated, he has connections to this church and others. So he is going to begin to tell the story of a lady that allegedly has a child with um, this pastor Jamal Bryant. And let's jump back into it, y'all. This is crazy.
I didn't know if it was true or not. I watched it, and the next thing I know, Jamal comes live with some balloons. Do y'all remember that? He came live with some balloons. He basically said, "Congratulations, you just earned yourself a lawsuit." I hollered, I laughed, I played the video. I said, this man loves to clap back. It's hilarious and do these reads. It's funny. So I'm trying to give you a breakdown of how I have covered Jamal Harrison Bryant. Then there was also a young lady that he was dating or talking to at the time. It was more than one. But when he began to show up at certain places with Jazelle as if they were trying to work on the relationship, these women began to say, look, he's playing games. I interviewed a woman. She was a doctor, well-spoken. And everything that she said checked out. Her receipts were tight. And in this conversation, like it was with what Monique read on The Real Housewives of Potomac, that he was basically saying me and Jazelle relationship is for TV and it's for optics. I saw it with my own eyeballs. So that ain't no lie. I covered that. So anyone and everyone that says Larry Reid hates Jamal, and it's been told me that that's what he says. He says, I don't know why Larry Reid hates me. It's not true. You are a topic. You constantly doing and saying something that gets viral. And the way that you will go about doing stuff, it just always ends up as a viral moment. More recently, he was on the Willie Moore Jr. show. When he was on the Willie Moore Jr. show, leading up right to it, Will McCray was a guest up here. Now, Jamal Harrison Bryant and Will McCray have a long, extensive, private relationship, but now it's public because he mentioned it up here and shared. Very close. Both went to Morehouse, and Will McCray played a huge part in the beginning part of Jamal Harrison Bryant being an itinerant minister, particularly as relates to Kojic churches. And when this show aired, we discussed what he discussed on Willie Moore Jr.'s show. On Willie Moore Jr.'s show, and I quote, I'm not going to play it, but it's on my IG, just down a little bit. Willie Moore Jr. asked Jamal Harrison Bryant a question. And the question that he asked Jamal Harrison Bryant was this: how many daughters do you have? Jamal Harrison Bryant said that he had how many daughters? Y'all, let me look in the chat and see if y'all remember that, because y'all got me already working and I ain't seen a piece of offering come in here yet. And I told y'all, this is like watching a movie. You come to the movies and then you don't pay. Y'all, it's May, $5.55. Y'all could have done that. You could have already done did that. He said, that's right. Put up that Gracie Jones got it right. Or whoever got it right. You just put it down. He said, DeBari got it. He said 4 or 5. I can't remember. Why you put him up there? He don't know what you're talking about. All right, Grace Jones. Grace Jones, that's right. He said, I have five daughters.
Okay, guys, and I wanted to touch on that. As I stated, I don't know very much about him. I just know the negative connotation that is associated with his name as a pastor. Now, again, as Larry Reid is saying, that Jamal said that he had 5 children. Well, allegedly, he has another child, which would make it a 6th child. And Larry Reid is going to get into some information about this child's mother, and also some information with regards to how Jamal Bryant is allegedly, he doesn't want anyone to know about this child, which could be a problem because, you know, if this is his child and this child doesn't know any of his family, y'all can understand how weird that could be. So let's get back into this video so Larry Reid, because he can explain it much better than I can.
Not children, 5 daughters. In the conversation with Will McCray, he was sitting right here. I said, William, this man is lying. And it is triggering for me. Let me tell you why. Both my mom and my dad is in my life. But I have close friends that are male, some married, some single, who have such personal identity, confidence issues that is rooted in a father fracture. And not acknowledging your child is very damaging to your child. It's an epidemic, but church people don't really care about it that much. But I do care about it. So as a result, I went on a little bit of a rant. What are you doing, Kim? I went on a little bit of a rant. And in this rant, I made a promise. And I said it in front of you, so I have to address it. I said in front of you guys that I will not be discussing Jamal Harrison Bryant and this child again. However, because of what I'm about to show you, which I think isolated is really good, and tell you, and it's going to be announced tomorrow at New Birth. Put in the chat, it's going to be announced tomorrow at New Birth. Oh, Larry.
So guys, I want to touch on that part. So this video that I'm actually sharing is a video that was posted on the 25th. Now, for those of you that know, on the 26th was the day that Jamal Bryant told the world that he and I believe her name is Kari, that they were getting married. So that was the day that he announced. But Larry Reid, he's telling you guys this on the 25th, which was one day earlier. So this is why I'm sharing the information, because I know there is a lot of validity to what he's saying, because he actually released his video before Jamal Bryant actually said anything to the world. So let's finish watching this video.
Now, there are 3,330 of you watching me between Facebook and YouTube. Facebook ain't done nothing but hit 395 times a like. What's wrong with y'all?
Okay, guys, so I'm going to fast forward some of this because I think right now he's kind of doing something else here.
Nita. That means Ronita.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go back. Let me just see here.
I mean, cause the baby's hidden. The baby.
Let's go back.
Or his own church. But you didn't hear that from me. But it's going to be announced tomorrow. But what's not going to be announced tomorrow is what sort of just bothers me a little bit. What isn't going to be announced? What's not going to be announced is a young, almost 4-year-old daughter named Zuri.
So allegedly, he has a 3-year-old daughter named Zuri. That's a cute name. But what Larry Reid is saying is this man ain't shit, is pretty much what he's saying. Not only is he allegedly out here slinging his thing throughout the church, and I read the comments, apparently y'all think this is happening too. He has allegedly a 3-year-old daughter by some other lady. Now keep in mind, he got 3 by Jazelle, cheated on her. I don't know who the other 2 is by, but allegedly he has a baby by some girl in the church. That it's a secret because he don't want y'all to think that he ain't shit. This y'all pastor though.
Zuri. I want you to say her name in the chat. And let me tell you why. Because when she gets older, she needs to see that there was a community and a man named Larry Reid who thought that she was significant, important, worthy, of high regard, and utmost importance. Because right now, her dad, neither her mom, thinks that she is. Sit with that. We bless baby Zuri and we say her name. I repeat, we bless, and I just feel a certain way about it. And I wish I didn't care so much because I don't I don't want it to look like that I am after Jamal. No. I don't explain to you how much I done praised the man. He ain't my type of preacher. He couldn't be my pastor, but he's doing some good. So why am I gonna throw him away? I'm not gonna do that, but I can give my opinion. And I feel the same. You know what I'm gonna do? And the mama may get mad, but it's time to expose your name. What y'all tell me what y'all think? It's time to expose your name because, and I hope I'm not getting emotional and doing this, and I shouldn't do it. But hell, neither one of you guys are putting her first. And I always protect the moms. And I've been protecting this mom for years because I know exactly who she is. You know what? I'm not going to expose the mama name. But I hope she's hearing me. I'm going to see my contact and see if she's watching. I don't know. I might see it. I'm torn. Because nobody cares about.
Okay, guys, so keep watching the video that I'm sharing. Later on in the video, Larry Reid is actually going to play I want to say it's a voicemail that he has from Jamal, Jamal Bryant, because y'all calling this man pastor. Child, please.
About the baby. I mean, in my opinion. Okay, they said they're going to send her the link. I mean, because the baby's hidden. The baby can't be hidden without the mama's agreement. And from what I know, Jamal's parents don't even know they have a beautiful grandchild. The baby is gorgeous. Yeah, I can tell I'm emotional about it. So I might not be making the right decision.
Now, he said the baby is gorgeous. I would say that she must get her looks from her mother because what's his name? Jamal Bryant looks like the nutty professor. All right, y'all, what just happened here? I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm going to have to, I'm going to click on something.
She will go about doing stuff. It just always ends up as a viral moment. More recently, I do think that's selfish, but I'm going to oblige. Okay. So, but we're going to say her name to where when she gets older, and she's going to find all this out. You know what's on this internet ain't going nowhere. What she's going to see is that we cared about it. We said her name, and that she is terribly significant and horribly important in her existence. And this does not matter if Jamal want her daddy. This will be the same conversation. And you guys seen me cover other situations like this in 19 and 20, 18, 19. Yeah, 18, 19. What makes it worse is when your dad is a public figure and everybody's counting the children that he claimed and your name isn't mentioned. Y'all, I don't know if you understand. I just had a family funeral where a sibling wasn't mentioned because the father never recognized that child. So nobody, hundreds of people know that this child exists. Although this child is successful and is known over here, but with her family, she is not known. Do you know the psychological thing that does? And I don't see why we as a community have a problem with it. And to all of you that's talking about that ain't his baby, it's not proven. Well, let me tell you, if it weren't his baby, he wouldn't have at one point in time been visiting, and he would not up until this very day, May the 25th of 2024, be faithfully paying a little bit of child support.
So did y'all just get that part? What Larry is saying that at some point he was visiting this child. So not only is this man, y'all pastor, running around here talking about God, he is the epitome of the devil, okay? And apparently or allegedly, this baby, he doesn't even see the baby anymore. Did you hear what he said? He said at some point in time, he was visiting the baby. So that means no visitation. This man is allegedly he's paying the mother something. And maybe that is why she's not saying anything, but he's giving the mother some sort of a child support benefit, but he has no connection to this child. So I need y'all to use your common sense. Y'all being finessed. Y'all being straight up finessed. If this y'all pastor, y'all being finessed by a hustler, because what man of God is laying with all these women, having babies with all these women? Not only is he having babies with all of these women, he ain't even taking care of them, and some of them ain't even being acknowledged. But this yo man of God.
Support for the almost 4 years that Zuri has been born. So you can take your doubts and questions and shove them all the way up your soul. I wouldn't come out here. See, y'all do that bullshit. And y'all go watch people that do that to people's lives. Larry ain't gonna be lying on nobody. And if I don't have the proof, I'm not gonna give you my narrative around it. Because I know if I give you my narrative around it, then that sort of is the proof and validation, and it scars whoever I'm talking about. So, for you. I just got permission. I just got permission. So you know what this tells me? That this is a good mom. I want everybody to put in the chat, Ronita is a good mom. Ronita.
So what he's saying, Larry's saying, allegedly the mother name is Ronita. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right, but whoever the mother is gave him permission via text that he can share her, her name. But originally, and maybe you guys didn't see that part of the video, but originally she had texted and stated that she didn't want to be put in a limelight like that. So apparently she must have thought about it and said, hey, if you want to say my name, you can do it. So that is why Larry said the mother's name.
That means Ronita spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally, as it relates to her child, is a covering and a protector. To where she will expose, this means I'm not complicit anymore with the burial of our child. Now we need to celebrate. This wasn't supposed to go this way. But this is a great spiritual moment. It gives me chill bumps because this is important. Ronita is a good mom. Now, all you raggedy hoes that's out there hiding children for these bishops, preachers, the local mechanic, mailman, and let me go back, the milkman. We just seen this happen with a 70-year-old woman. Never knew who her dad was because mama hid it her whole life and died with the secret. That blood is on your hand. But Ronita is breaking the curse that is a pattern in the Black community of burying a child along with the dad for the sake of whatever. Ronita is a good mom. This is Larry Live. Is this Larry Live first? I think it is. It is. This is a Larry live first. So Ronita is setting the bar and being the example in the Black community on May the 25th, 2024. Women, do not agree with fatherlessness and make a covenant with fatherlessness for a little bit of money a month. Yeah. This is great. This is great. Okay. So probably what's going to happen, the spirit going to begin to deal with Ronita and show her how to legitimize her child's existence and life. Now, that makes me feel better. I feel like I've done my job. I can't never make Jamal recognize this baby. I can't do that. But with the mom not being complicit, I feel okay turning my back on the situation and not making mention of that anymore. I feel better. I feel like I did my part. Okay. Thank you, middle person. Now, I have a problem with the obvious, but what I think Jamal, someone said, Larry must be partnering with Jamal to fill seats at church tomorrow. No, but anytime, let me tell y'all, Pastor, anytime you got some drama around your name, you do need to partner with whoever's talking about you, because the biggest numbers are always when somebody's been online talking about you. It happens to me, and I set up shop online, so you always want people talking about you. Now, let me get to this. I think what Jamal is about to announce tomorrow, but I'm gonna announce it here because it was done in the public and video was sent to me, so I can share it. I think it's great. Now I know some of you are gonna have a problem with it, but I'm thinking from a pastoral standpoint, business standpoint, I think it's good. Let me show you. Are you doing something, Kendall? Get your hands off of it. I thank you, Kendall. You help me a whole lot, but sometimes you get on my nerves. I'm sure I get on yours too. You had a witness too loud. That's too loud. That's too loud of a witness. Now my things ain't even working. Why can't I control it from over here? I messed it up? Okay, so I want you to, y'all ready for the announcement? You ready for, have y'all sent my $5.55? Let you put my, the church offering up there. It's at the top. You ain't learned the thing? No, you're right.
Okay, guys. So as I stated prior, so Larry Reid is actually going to show a video. And if you guys recall, what I stated was Larry Reid received the video that was sent to him. And we're going to get into that in a few seconds, because we know, Jamal Bryant has, come public with the relationship that allegedly him and Carrie, they was in a relationship. I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, none of us are perfect, but I just feel like if you're going to take on a role as a pastor in the church, I feel like you need to live your life just a little bit different, because let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to play with the Bible. So you have two people in the church, but this video is not so much about Carrie. It's more so about this Jamal Bryant, because he has a pattern of fornication with the people that he worked with or employed allegedly. So let's get into this next part of this video.
Are y'all ready? And then I'm going to drop the link. I want you to tell me what you think about it. Let's go.
Like this. Yeah, that's him. I can see his face. That's him. You saw it. Yeah.
You might well play it again. Play it again. Back it up and play it again. Go ahead.
That's him. Yeah, that's him. I can see his face. That's him. You saw it. Yeah.
All right, somebody call. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hello, can I speak with Jazelle? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Is you watching Larry Live? Oh, somebody done called you. Yeah, yeah. I know. They said they won't. They said they won't dating. I know. They said they won't dating. That other blogger has said that she's seen them down there and stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know that. You tell the girl. What they say? Oh. Oh, so he had already talked to y'all about it. Are y'all gonna be at the church tomorrow when they announce it to the church that they is engaged? I think you should be there. Don't I listen, in order for this to work, you and the girls gonna have to be there at the church in the morning when he announced it to the church. I thought she hung up on me. When they announced it to, hold on, Jamal, is Jamal calling me? I thought that was Jamal calling me. Yeah. I need for you and the girls to come to, I need you and I think there's him calling me. I think Jamal is calling me right now. But I need for you and Jazelle, can't you call all the children? No, because he told with the more he got 5 girls, but he got 6. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Just let me be great. Somehow, somebody always sending you some footage of me. I wish you would just call me first and have a conversation with me. I just don't understand what is it that I've done to you to make you feel the way you do about me. I'm just trying to figure it out, my brother.
I don't know what. It's not my fault. I didn't go marry the help. You married the help. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you still there, Jazelle? Jazelle, are you still there? Huh? You think I don't like him? I do like him. I just don't agree with everything that they do. And I think he's the best thing that happened to newbirth since it.
Okay, guys, so y'all pretty much get the gist of what is happening here. Again, I normally don't share that much of another content creator's video, but because Larry Reid told the story so good, I was like, listen, we need to go over to his channel and watch his video. So, what is being stated that this man has another child, and y'all, this is too much. This is too much. Are you people making excuses for this man with saying that everybody make mistakes or God forgives him? If so, y'all are stupid because this is not the behavior of a pastor. He is taking over New Birth. Now we know New Birth just not that long ago had its own scandal with Bishop Eddie Long. Now allegedly you got this other man through here screwing everybody. So I don't know how y'all manage. I wouldn't step my foot in that church. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. But again, y'all let me know what y'all think with regards to what Larry Reid is saying. To sum it up, this man allegedly has another baby that is 3 years old, possibly going to turn 4. Larry is saying he doesn't even see this child. You gotta guys gotta understand that Larry is kind of connected to the church in many ways. So why is he marrying Carrie or Kari? Don't let me say her name wrong. I think she looks like a beautiful spirit, but is she being manipulated? It's hard for me to think that a man like him that just had a baby allegedly by another woman 3 years ago is marrying somebody else. So what's the cover up here? Larry also states that maybe he's marrying her because whatever they were doing sexually, he doesn't want to, if he don't marry her or do something with her, she could potentially file a suit, because you messing with the people that you employ. Is she pregnant? People have stated that maybe Carrie is pregnant. Whew, y'all got to let me know what y'all think about this one because at this juncture, I don't even know what to say. As always, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below.